What's up, guys? Back for another one. So yeah, what was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, the market bubble, right? So I posted a clip the other day about or showing a CRV. There's like $2,500. So here, like, of course, there's always a dissenter when I talk about the inflation of the market for the Honda prices this year, and there's always at least one. And this, of course, sure enough, on this one, on the post, somebody said something about it too, which completely misses the mark. Over the past month and a half to 2 months, I don't really go on the marketplace anymore, but of course they pop up in your feed because that's what Facebook does. They send you things in your feed, right? And through the feed, I've been noticing the price is slowly creeping back down for cars as we're getting closer to the end of the year. So we're looking at so the same cars that people were asking $4,000 for are now down to $2,500, which is a regular price for a very clean and very healthy single cam car, right? Uh, Now I'm seeing the prices down to like $1,200, $1,500, $800 for cars when people were asking $1,500 for fucking rolling shells. All right. Now, of course, this is not going to be guaranteed anywhere you're living because that, depending on scarcity of how many cars or how much Hondas are available in your town, your area. Of course, that's going to also affect the prices you're dealing with. Same thing like gas prices. Gas prices aren't going to be the same everywhere. It's a median depending on your area. But if I'm seeing the prices drop significantly down in a place where like this, then it's safe to say that it's gonna start going back down again. Why? Now I know that used car inflation has been bumped up because of the fact that the super chip or fucking shortage or whatnot, the supply chain shortage. There's new cars that are sitting on the lot that can't be sold because they're not able to go without the chips, right? So dealerships and auctions started buying up used cars like a motherfucker, which has increased the price of used cars, right? But here's the thing. We're talking about used cars within like the last 10, 15 years, maybe 20 years at most. We're not talking about like 30 plus year old cars, right? We're talking about like, you know, 2005 up, 2010 up. So when you're talking to me, telling me a fucking 1995 Honda Civic is part of that inflation from the super chip shortage, then you're wrong. Now, the other argument is all these cars are getting harder to get or harder to get, that they're rare. They're not, there's only so many of them and they're older and older, so they're going to get more expensive. Yeah, I've already talked about how that's bullshit, for other videos. So I guess you can dig around and find that if you wanted to. Like I think it's keywords, guys. Search keywords like Honda inflation VHP engines. Look for that and you might find it. You probably find it. I think I've done it. I think I've done two different videos on it. But so I mentioned in those videos that like you're crazy as fuck if you buy these cars now. Like what happens is the domino effect. The one guy marks his up, and another guy thinks, "Oh, mine was worth at least half that much because it's almost as good as that." And then he marks his up, and then what happens is most of these cars don't sell. You will have one or two of them sell, and maybe a handful of them sell. Why? Because you'll have people panic buy. Dummies who don't fucking know better will panic buy, thinking that it's going to keep going up. Or people who get greedy and want to scoop up a couple and try to flip them for a fuck ton of extra more money. Now, I've mentioned not to fucking panic buy, to just be patient. It's going to come back down. And not even the full year passed, and it already started to drop back down. Because I think I talked about this like 4 or 5 months ago. And it's already coming back down now. Oh, yes. So I think the first time I talked about it was like 4 or 5 months ago. And then earlier in the year, before I bought my S2000, I talked about it then too. And I said in that video that I would rather buy an S2K than buy an old Honda right now or old Civic, because the S2K is like within a good price range. Think about this. If somebody's asking $5,000 or $6,000 for a single cam, and you can get a fucking S2000 between 11 and 14,000, what the fuck which one are you gonna pick? The one that's gonna guarantee to, at a minimum, make money back that you, S2000 is not going to drop below 10 grand unless it's a rebuild title. So you're gonna get your money back on that. Unlike if you buy a $5,000 single cam and then try to flip it in a fucking 6 months and you're only making 2 grand back, right? If you're lucky, right? So what happened? What's popping this Honda fucking bubble? Easy enough, the holidays, because like I said, the people who are in this market, generally speaking, don't have a lot of fucking money to spend, and you start getting close to fucking Christmas and Black Friday, and you start thinking, man, I'd rather have an extra $2,000 in my pocket instead of this fucking car. So that's just something to keep looking on. No, I'm not screenshotting every fucking Honda I see because it's not that big a deal. I just grabbed that one last night to post it because it was the latest one that I seen. Like I was like, oh, and I screenshot and I posted it because I wanted to make a video, but I didn't think it would be more than 5 minutes, so I didn't want to do it. But yeah, here it is. It's 4:58, 59. 5 minutes, and that's it. So guys, again, trying to see if I can shorten this down. But guys, I am a parts dealer, so if you want to buy engine parts, you can buy them through me at retail cost. Nippon Racing pistons, scat rods, all that stuff, bearings, injectors, head gaskets. I can get you engine parts. So you can buy through me at retail cost to support VHP engines. If you're doing your own thing and you can't buy an engine from me or whatever, you can still buy your parts through me to show support. And it'd be the same cost if you'd gone to eBay, right? So if it's something I'm not selling on a regular and I'm not familiar with, I will find out the price. If I can't beat what the market price is for that part, then I will let you know, and you can go buy it there. I'm not just gonna send you a bill if you can shop cheaper elsewhere, because I've been that guy that's looking for that part at the cheapest dollar. I get it. I'm still that way now. All right, guys. So social media links in the description down below. VHPengines.com if you want to browse around. Just make sure you hit me up before you finalize the purchase or anything like that. And peace. Thanks for watching.